Come on, baby. Okay. Not bad. That was not bad at all. It's all right. Come on. All right, not bad there at all. How you guys doing? Welcome back to SMD Fishing. And today, I'm gonna talk to you guys about finding pre-spawn bass in muddy water. If I can get this hook out. almost 3. This might be 2. Black and blue creature bait. Not bad at all. Get a little release on her. We can sit down and have a talk. There you go. Today, guys, I want to talk to you real quick about finding pre-spawn bass and what I fish in 24/7, muddy water. So I'm just going to give you a few tips of what I look for when, looking for pre-spawn bass in muddy water. First things first, I don't have spot lock on my, my hand-built John boat here. So I will be swaying. Don't mind that. If you see any animals crawl up behind me, please let me know, okay? So first thing I'm looking for when I'm looking for, like I said, I'm out fishing for pre-spawn bass in muddy water, is cover. When I say cover, things that bass can use for cover, use for a spot to ambush. When bait fish come by, or little grubs, little worms, things like that, come off the bank kind of thing. So these are my main areas that I'm targeting. Like, I don't know if you can see, like here to my left. So I can push you over there. Like, it's just sparse, old dead tree or dead branches, things like that, that I'm looking for. That's what these bass are gonna hold to. And I guess the number one thing you got to think about when these bass are, in this muddy water, they can't use their eyes, period. It's nearly impossible. When you got less than a foot visibility, it's nearly impossible. Okay, so these bass are gonna use their lateral line to detect, like I said, prey, bait fish that are coming by. They're gonna use that lateral line 98% of the time, okay? That other 2% is when you hit them with, something dead in their face. That's when you'll see them, that's when they'll use their eye. I'm not gonna go through like every single bait selection that you can use for this, but like I said, these pre-spawn bass are looking to feed up for the spawn. I'm using something real simple, whether it be creature baits or jigs, something that you can pitch nice and tight to this cover. You can get right in it without getting hung up. It may happen every once in a while, not saying it doesn't at all, but these bass are going to be sitting close to something so they feel comfortable near something, period. Like I said, whether it be a log or a lay down that I'm about to hit, you got to think about it as these fish are, I'm sorry, put it this way. Let's say you're in a pitch black room and you can't see anything. So what are you doing? You're doing one of these. You're looking to feel, do I feel a wall or do I feel a pole that I felt right here in my dad's basement one time? Okay, so you as a person would like to be comfortable near something, so you might find a wall and track your way, down to your doorway or down to the light switch. These fish don't have light switches, of course, but that's what these fish are honing in on, things that they feel comfortable near. Okay, so that's why a very accurate pitch into a little bush or some sparse grass kind of thing, or a log laying out into the water. Nice, accurate, close pitches to it. You don't want to be 4 feet away from it, expecting that fish to jolt out and get it. Now, if you're using something like a chatterbait that has a lot of vibration, they may jolt out and get it, okay? Because they're using a lateral line, using that vibration as something to hone into. Otherwise, you want to make nice, accurate casts. You want to make nice, accurate casts to that lay down, or like I said, that log or bush sticking out of the water. What I just caught that fish on, this is a Cast King Para G2. This is a 7 foot, I believe 7 foot or 7.1, 7.2, somewhere around. This is a 7 foot medium heavy action rod, sitting on a 7/0 gear ratio with 20-pound fluorocarbon line. That is a pegged, can you see? Clear. That is a pegged rage-tailed creature bug, tungsten weight on top, weedless. This is a trocar, I believe it's 4/0 or 5/0 flipping hook. I think it's 4/0. But good flipping hook. And just in case you guys want to know, I'm using a uni knot on top of this. If I was going to braid, I'd probably go Polymer knot. Those are pretty much like my main 2 knots that I go between, period, just in case anyone wants to know. And this right here, similar setup, except this is a heavy power fast action rod. That's just the black and blue jig by Strike King with a little crawl pattern, black and blue trailer on it with a little knocker. You guys hear that? Great for this muddy water. Okay, these are like the main two things that I'm pitching and flipping with. And just in case I want to use a little moving bait, that right there, 7-foot medium heavy action rod on braided line. It's a chatterbait, Z-Man chatterbait with a Gary Yamamoto swim bait on the back of it, just to give it some, a little extra in that muddy water. 7-0-1 gear ratio reel. So there's just 3 things right there that I use in this muddy water when I'm looking for, pre-spawn bass. These guys are trying to feed up. So yes, I'll try some moving. If I were to use a, crankbait or a lipless crankbait kind of thing, it'll be a, nice bright color. Whether it's nice white and flashy colors, or white with a chartreuse, or completely chartreuse. Strike King has a chartreuse black back, 1.5 crankbait that I like a lot. But yeah, that's it. That's what I try to use to catch these pre-spawn bass in this muddy water. They're gonna move in the back of these coves and cuts to find, semi-clear, dirty water, if that makes sense, so they can spawn, so they can have, proper amount of sunlight for their eggs. I'm looking at 63, 62 water temperature right now. It's right at the edge of that spawn time. Once you get a consistent basis as far as water temperature, then you're definitely going to find these fish on beds, back in these little cuts, little creeks. But most definitely try to fish any little cover, any little laydowns kind of thing when you're in muddy water. It's not necessarily ideal for these fish to spawn in muddy water, but when you live somewhere like the Potomac and the next closest clean water is way across the Virginia side or something, they're going to do what they can to make sure the spawn still occurs, okay? All right, I'm gonna hop back up here, see if I can catch any more, put you guys back on the chesty, so I can show you guys what, exactly what I'm looking for in these, and like as I'm trolling along kind of thing, just what I'm flipping and pitching to kind of thing. Or I'll skip, up underneath, overhangs, things like that, so you can get right back up in the cut where those fish are gonna be sitting and waiting to see if any food comes by, so you can, ambush and feed up for this spawn. All right, so let's go. All right, guys. So like I was saying, just flipping and pitching this little creature bait here. Let's get out of this little area. Well, that looked like a perfect little spot to throw it. But this is exactly what I'm talking about, like little areas that, most people won't get to, most people won't throw at. In your entry, you can't be making, huge splashes, things like that. Yes, I understand if you're skipping, that's different. It's a little more subtle than a big, like, you know what I mean? But nice, long, accurate cast to, small cover that's sticking out, and especially in this muddy water. Do not hesitate to make a second cast at the same spot. Like I said, you could have landed right to his left, right to the fish's left or right. They didn't see it by the time you pulled it out of the strike zone. So making multiple casts never hurts. If you think you got a pretty good little area. See this little cut like straight ahead in front of me? I can't point, but that little cut right there. Definitely want to throw back in that. Little skip. Not saying you gotta skip right there, but right in the heart of stuff, man. Especially like little corners, things like that. Like this makes a little point right here. Definitely will make a toss and stuff like that. But all that looks beautiful right here. Good junction point. That was a beautiful little spot. I don't know if you guys see my line swimming away. You got it. Oh. Missing the tail. I'm like right over top of it. Whatever it is. There you go. There we go. Perfect, 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 perfect. There we go, baby. Not in my bag, not in my bag. Stay up over there. Oh no, stay right there. You're back on my bag. Well, guys, that's I can't give you any more tips. You guys gonna know all my secrets. Top of the nose there, right in the snout. Like I said, I think it's a 4-aught flipping hook by Chokar. That was a good bite there. Not bad bass. All right, buddy. Appreciate it, appreciate it, appreciate it. Another one. Another one, baby. Pretty decent size. They're literally just sitting and waiting. Oh baby, come on. You talking about wanted it. That's what I'm talking about. You talking about wanted it bad. Right here off this little tree sticking out. Bloody tail. See, I told you it's right around that time, man. 62-degree water temperature right now. Beautiful. Alright guys, that's it for this video. Hope you guys learned something. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't mind, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. If you love fishing tips, techniques, tactics, subscribe to the channel. I greatly appreciate your support. If you guys think this video could help somebody out, by all means, share the video with a friend. Share it on Facebook. You never know who you might reach on, out on social media kind of thing. So definitely share it. I appreciate you guys watching. You guys take care. I'll see you guys next time out on the water.